Welcome to Coffee and Tarot with Mama T. My name is Teresa, and I am welcoming my Virgo friends and spirit in for your October 13th through the 19th reading. The first thing that we'll do is have a look at the cards that have already been laid out. I've already cleansed, shuffled, and prayed over the decks and selected the cards that will answer the 5 questions that I prepared for this reading. And just to try to shave a little bit of time off the reading, I did it ahead of time. So we'll look at that, and then I'm going to go over a little bit of the astrological energy that we have coming up for us this week, just a little blurb that I wrote about that, and then we will go through your cards. Okay, Virgo, so here is the reading that we have laid out. We're going to be looking at 3 different decks today. The last one that we'll be using is called the Cosma Visions Oracle that I just got. I'm not very familiar with this deck, but I have been enjoying using this for reading so far today. And then we have the Forest of Enchantment Oracle and Tarot. They're 2 different decks, but they are companion decks that go together. So we'll be looking at those, and then I have the 5 questions that we'll be asking the cards, and I'll share those with you in more detail as we get there. But let's talk about the astrology first. Okay, so we start this week with the moon conjunct Jupiter in Cancer, forming a grand trine with Mars in Scorpio and Saturn in Pisces. Emotional self-examination, deep conversations, and taking action are all encouraged with this aspect. Meditation and reflection are also favored, but you should avoid ruminating over anything that could qualify as not my circus and not my monkeys. Worrying about global issues this week could cause some discouragement and hopelessness, so do take good care of yourself. If you find yourself watching the news, then spend twice as much time in self-care. Today in particular is a great day for taking a nice relaxing bath or any sort of self-care or pampering. The biggest shift this week is Venus entering Libra. It'll be in its home sign, and that is happening today. Venus also creates a kite formation with Pluto in Aquarius, Saturn conjunct Neptune in Aries, and Uranus in Gemini. And this kite has the effect of highlighting relationships. Saturn adds a bit of a somber tone, as always, that may leave us feeling a little bit left out. So let the Sun and Venus in Libra exalt themes like harmony and inclusion. If you see somebody that is looking like they're feeling left out or kind of on the outskirts, invite them in. If you are feeling that way yourself, then invite yourself in and just trust that you will be welcomed. With Pluto and Uranus in the mix, the best use of your energy this week is to try something different and creative rather than falling into any sense of self-pity. Without abandoning your own values, acknowledge that others live in their own priorities just as you do. And have discussions about those differences. Those discussions and conversations will be enlightening. They will create deeper connections with you and whoever you're talking with, and it will ultimately help you grow. At the end of the week, on the 19th, Mercury and Mars are forming a conjunction in Scorpio, creating another grand trine with Jupiter and Saturn. These aspects support determination and focus, which I'm very much looking forward to, and the unusual capacity for both big picture thinking and attention to fine detail. This is an excellent time to write a business plan, do any kind of writing, in fact, or creating media content. So keep in mind that while Saturn encourages discernment, it can also awaken the internal critic. When you find yourself noticing the inevitable problems with yourself or with others, come to the conversation with solutions and with kindness, or just stay out of the conversation altogether, just like your mother always told you. Just if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything. Finally, during this grand trine, the Libra sun is going to oppose Chiron, and so that may illuminate old wounds. They may come to the surface, but when that happens, you have the opportunity for healing and growth. The key this week is to focus on what you can, that's what's within your wheelhouse, what's in your responsibility to deal with, and not assuming any responsibility for others. So now let's dig into your cards. The first question that I want to answer with the cards is, what does this week have in store for Virgo? And it is going to be answered by that middle card, and because it's got this cute little door. I want to see what's behind that door. And behind the door for you is the number 9 card, Jenny Wren. So pretty. If it's what I think it is, the 9 card might be similar to the Hermit. Let's have a look. And if that's the case, this is you showing up in your own reading. And so that's a position of power and strength. Yeah, this is kind of a hermit sort of energy. So the Jenny Wren, strolling through the lush summer forest, you catch a fleeting movement from the corner of your eye, and you pause beside the hedge. Amidst the blossoms and the berries, a swift flutter of soft brown suddenly appears. It is Jenny Wren, an auspicious sight indeed. Though tiny and unassuming in appearance, she is a powerful bird sacred to the Druids. She's a shapeshifter. She moves from her fairy form to bird form and back again. What luck to see her as she passes between the worlds. And indeed, luck is the message to be gleaned from her appearance. Good fortune is yours for the taking if you keep your eyes open for it. How often do we miss a moment of good fortune because our attention was on something else? Being absent-minded is a literal description of the state in which luck passes us by. Be mentally present and ready to receive some unexpected luck in unassuming form. Well, this sounds more like a Wheel of Fortune kind of energy. The Oracle's advice on this card is the thing that you have been seeking, hoping for, and dreaming about is within your grasp. It's all about timing now. Yeah, it is. It's fortune and timing, luck and timing. And so it's the Wheel of Fortune card. Seize the moment before the luck flies away. This card may also indicate a puzzle to be solved. If something is puzzling you, take a step back, shift your vision, and try again. Well, that is very auspicious. Wonderful to have the card of good luck show up for you. So that's what the week has in store. The next question we have on top of that is, you're going to get another gift. The gift from the universe is the White Heart. So this luck is going to be bringing in a new journey. This is the same card as the Fool card in the Rider-Waite. So this is a brand new beginning. It's something. This luck is bringing in a fresh new start for you, and that is wonderful. But what do you have to empty your hands of in order to receive that gift? Imagine yourself walking along and you have all of the bags of groceries in your hands, and somebody wants to give you something else. You have to set down those bags of groceries. Or maybe somebody that you've always wanted to meet wants to shake your hand. You have to set it down so that you have an empty hand to receive that gift. Same thing with an overfull calendar or an overactive mind. What do you have to get rid of or give up just for a little while in order to receive the gift of this new beginning and this changing luck from the universe? And the answer you receive is the Two of Boons. So this is very similar to the Two of Pentacles card. And this card is a card of, you're carrying too much. You are juggling too much. You're trying to balance too many things. And something that you are trying to balance in your life, your schedule, your mind, or in your physical hands, whatever it is, there's something that you just need to set down, even if only temporarily. And then the next question is, how will I approach this letting go? What help is available? And the card that we receive here is the Elementalist. The Elementalist is, in this deck, is similar to, I think it's similar to a King of Swords. Yeah, the mirror card for this particular one is the King of Swords. When you pull the Elementalist in a reading, it is representative of a bold and clear-minded individual. She speaks of truth and clarity through the empowerment and mastery of the self. It says that if we are truthful and try our very best to influence the world for good, we will be given what is needed to be successful. If you can employ the mindset of the Elementalist and truly learn to look within the self, you will find many doors are no longer locked. So the key word on this card is clear-minded and empowered. In order to give up the whatever it is, the thing that you're juggling that you need to just set aside for the week, you're going to employ the clear-minded, analytical approach of the King of Swords or the Elementalist in order to make the determination of what it is that needs to be set aside. What can you let go? What is not necessarily a priority? And having that analytical mindset that Virgos often have, that's going to be a benefit for you to be able to help you, figure out what it is that is best to set aside. And then advice or support from Spirit as you go through this week. The card that you get is the Three of Embers. Now, the Three of Embers is the same thing as the Three of Wands. And so the advice or support from Spirit is you are embarking on this new journey and you need to make your plans and execute upon them. The Three of Wands is about, looking at those expansive plans that you have made for yourself and taking the action that's necessary in order to bring them to fruition. So it sounds like it's going to be an excellent week for you, with that awesome changing luck and, applying that clear-headed vision to figure out what you need to let go of in order to begin this new journey and execute on your plans. What a great week. I hope you liked this reading, Virgo. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so if you like this kind of content. And I will see you in my next reading. Have a great week. Bye now.